We have several developments happening with the former president at this hour. Our team of reporters are live across the country, and we start in New York. Jessica Moore has the latest on the judge in the classified documents case just thrown out. Jessica.
Natalie, this is a major victory for Team Trump. Trump-appointed District Judge Aileen Cannon said the case cannot move forward to trial, calling it unconstitutional. The bombshell announcement came down this morning with District Judge Aileen Cannon granting the former president's motion to dismiss the classified documents case against him. Trump faced 30 charges, including mishandling classified documents and obstructing justice. In her ruling, Judge Cannon wrote that special counsel Jack Smith does not have the constitutional power to prosecute this case, as he was not politically appointed or confirmed by Congress. Judge Cannon cited, quote, unlawful appointment and funding of special counsel Jack Smith. In November 2022, Attorney General Merrick Garland appointed Smith to investigate allegations that Trump took classified documents with him after he left the White House and then obstructed governmental efforts to retrieve those documents from his Mar-a-Lago home. Prosecutors say Trump was heard on audio recording saying he knew he had classified documents. Donald Trump praised Judge Cannon's ruling online, calling the case political prosecution and saying, quote, let us come together to end all weaponization of our justice system. Senator Chuck Schumer responded, saying, quote, this breathtakingly misguided ruling flies in the face of long accepted practice and repetitive judicial precedents. It is wrong on the law and must be appealed immediately. This is further evidence that Judge Cannon cannot handle this case impartially and must be reassigned. Legal experts tell me an appeal is very likely in this case because of its unprecedented nature and also because it wouldn't just impact the Florida case, but also Trump's D.C. case related to January 6th and the interference in the 2020 election. Jack Smith, by the way, is also prosecuting that case. Live in the newsroom, Jessica Moore, CBS 2 News.
All right, Jess, thank you so much. And right now we are looking at a live picture. This is from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where the Republican National Convention is starting today. Security, of course, a key issue for many following the assassination attempt against former President Trump. CBS 2's Sabrina Franza continues our team coverage live in Milwaukee with more on the measures being taken to keep delegates safe. Sabrina.
Good morning, Natalie. And just to let you know, they're doing sound checks here at the Republican National Convention as the events start to get underway this afternoon. Security is tight for anyone trying to make their way here to the Pfizer Forum. The stage behind us is where former President Donald Trump is expected to speak later tonight. But just to give you an idea of what the security is like around the convention center, this is in what we're calling the hard security zone. That's a designation from the Secret Service that encompasses the Pfizer Forum and the other two buildings that are part of the events surrounding the convention, meetings, other speeches. That's where those will be happening. Around that is a softer perimeter here in Milwaukee where pedestrians can walk around more freely. Protesters have been given designated spaces. And what's particularly interesting here in Milwaukee is that this is an open carry state. So those who have a legal firearm are able to enter that soft perimeter if they have a license to carry that weapon with them. Those weapons are not allowed here in the hard perimeter near the Pfizer Forum or any of the convention centers. But after the shooting happened over the weekend, there was some speculation that there would be some sort of extra barrier around that soft and hard security perimeter, that they might expand it to create an even larger buffer. The Secret Service and the FBI, they said, no, we will not be doing that because they say they've been spending 18 months leading up to the convention today, a convention that has the highest level of security protocol. This convention, the DNC, both are being treated the same, and they say that is enough to protect protesters, to protect delegates, politicians, anyone coming to the convention over the next 4 days.
We also learned today Trump may announce his running mate.
That is what we are hearing as well. There are still three top candidates that we feel Trump is considering. That would be North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum, Florida Senator Marco Rubio, as well as Ohio Senator J.D. Vance. Our CBS cameras captured Vance getting into vehicles, government vehicles, from his home in Ohio. Right now, it's still not clear who that pick might be. The vice president nominee normally would speak on Wednesday, the third day of the convention. But as you just said, we are expecting expecting the former president, Donald Trump, to speak tonight rather than on the last night of the convention, possibly announce that nominee and also likely to address the shooting that happened over the weekend.
Okay, a lot of developments to come today. Sabrina, thank you so much. And also more on those gun zones that Sabrina just mentioned. Wisconsin state law prohibits the city from banning guns within parts of the security footprint surrounding the convention. In this so-called hard zone, seen on this map in red, closest to the convention hall, no guns are allowed. But just outside of that zone, seen in yellow, people are permitted to carry legal weapons. And also just moments ago, Governor Hochul spoke about the assassination attempt. She called it a dark day in American history and condemned political violence. She also spoke about security measures being taken here in New York.
The New York State Intelligence Center is monitoring social media and other communication channels for threats of violence or retaliation. The New York State Police Counterintelligence Unit is conducting outreach to local law enforcement to check for suspicious activity. We're also monitoring high-profile locations such as government buildings that could be potential targets and are increasing patrols in those areas.
And Hochul also said her office is coordinating with Mayor Adams and the NYPD to ensure the city has all the resources it may need. Stay with CBS 2 News for continuing coverage of the Trump assassination attempt. Look for developments throughout the day on our website, cbsnewyork.com, and streaming on CBS News New York.